The second thing I wanted to address in this video is the comments of me being a rich kid. I'm gonna go ahead and address you guys right now. That is not the case. Shut up! That is not the case with this channel. You know, you guys might be on the wrong channel if you're thinking that I'm a rich kid of some sort. I'm just trying to address that, guys. I've worked very hard for what I've got on my channel, and I take that with pride and joy. And the last thing is, my BMW is coming soon. However, I also just copped my mom's Benz because she's getting a second car, or I guess you could say a new car for herself. And
why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
So you haven't sat there and I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
Ha, gotcha.
you have got me. I'm trying to work that through in my head. Yeah, it took a while.
It did, yeah.
It took a while.
Those time when you snuck into the room to see what the...
I sneaked into the room. Snuck isn't a word, Conan. And you went to Harvard and you should know that.
Snuck, past and past part of sneak.
Waste of time. Gives him zero chance. At least I gave him a chance. What's up, dude?
Tyler, great joke for you. You are going to like this one.
I doubt it, but fire away.
Why can't Stevie Wonder read?
'Cause he's black.
It's because he's blind.
Shh.
Now you're with your children. We've heard of stories of mothers trying to save their children from the rushing waters. Can you tell us how that was?
Through 4 feet of water to go get them food on the first date. Yeah, that's a lot of But y'all sitting here, y'all trying to interview people during their worst times. Like, that's not the smartest thing to do. Like, people are really breaking down, and y'all sitting here with cameras and microphones trying to ask us what the is wrong with us.
So I'm so
and
sorry.
you really trying to understand with the microphone still in my face, with me shivering cold, with my kids wet, and you still putting the microphone in my face.
Sorry.
Flores, it sounds like you've got a very upset family there.
Hi, Wendy. My name is Kendra. How you doing?
Very well, Kendra. How can I help you?
So I've been married for 6 years, and me and my husband just had our first baby girl about 9 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So before we were married, he promised me we would have 2 kids, and now he doesn't want any more. My friends think I should trick him and stop taking my birth control. What do you think, Wendy?
I'm embarrassed to say this because I don't like spousal lying. However, men have never been in control of our bodies. We're the ones in control. I'm not going to suggest that you do that, but look into my eyes and tell me what I'm saying. Okay? He promised. Wait, can I just take a quick poll? Clap if you think that she should trick him. My people. Up next, everybody. How do you handle a sassy 2-year-old?
For a cap rate. Can you define what a cap rate is?
so let's talk about real estate for a second. Let's do
No. Define the formula of a cap rate. Do you know what a cap rate is?
Absolutely. Cap rate is it's like ROI in the stock market. They call it cap rate.
No, it's
it's very similar.
Actual formula for a cap rate.
All right, John, can I say one thing on real estate?
Ty, you cannot teach a real estate course, and I love you, bro.
John.
Everything, but you cannot teach a real estate course if you can't tell me the formula of a cap rate.
Who teaches my real estate course, John?
I don't know.
Oh, so you don't know? I don't teach my real estate course. I interviewed the top real estate investors that I know.
Oh, come on.
Real estate. What's the blueprint? How can you get started?
The Food Patrol checks in with owner Tony Rodriguez about the insect problem he apparently denies.
What do you think then when you see that on your report for your business?
Well, I don't think he lied. I think he just thought that we had the problem.
Remember, the report states roaches. Tony says not here. He gets monthly pest control.
You're welcome to go back there and look it up, and you'll see how clean it is. Okay.
During our visit to the back,
yeah, what we did, even though
Tony sounds convincing.
You can see everything is in order.
That is until irrefutable evidence crawls on out.
So here we are, we're in your kitchen, and then we see this right here. That concerns us.
Yeah, that's one.
And you know where there's one, there could be a heck of a lot more, Tony.
things only get worse.
But these are bugs, Tony.
With that, Tony turns the light out. The Food Patrol's tour is over.
Lucy decided because of the hot weather, Storm wasn't eating the same amount of meat as usual, and Lucy, you thought, you know what, I'm going to try Storm on vegetables.
Not necessarily just vegetables, but she's a carb fiend, essentially. She's always been of that inclination anyway. How it came about is my neighbour, Ben, he started it and introduced it, and as did I. And she seemed to perk up, be a lot happier.
Does she like it
generally.
straight away? Like, you put that food down, she doesn't turn her nose up?
She likes more of the wet food type thing.
Yeah.
It's more palatable as she's drinking loads of water. But no, really took to it.
2 bowls here, right?
Oh, Lord.
One is full of vegetables and one is full of meat.
Oh, amen.
Storm,
Right.
Storm, we hate to put the temptation in front of you,
You
but it's
ready
over
for
you.
lunch, Storm?
Right?
Oh, I'm
let her go.
Should I
really
let her
Let her go.
Oh, she's obviously going to go. Obviously. Oh, you little...
Yes.
I didn't swear.
And there is the selection.
Oh, she's taking it out. Well, in fairness, the weather has cooled down quite dramatically.
Is he, I mean, how come everyone's attracted to the man and yet he would be the worst person to go out with?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe girls are attracted to a typical bad boy, maybe, but I don't think he knows what he wants.
And I think it's a good lesson when everyone's watching.
Yeah, definitely.
So just avoid those types.
Yeah, to treat a girl right.
Hey, have you ever read A Brief History of Time by Professor Stephen Hawking?
wait.
A Brief History of Time.
Is that history?
It's a study into black holes. By Professor
no, I'm
Stephen
not
Hawking.
interested in
No.
that, sorry.
Do you know Pythagoras' theorem to the nearest 5
No.
decimal places?
Do you?
What's your favourite colour?
Do you?
Colour.
Colour.
Do you know the
red.
Pythagoras theorem to the
I do
nearest
actually,
5
yeah.
decimal places?
3.147 is certainly the first 4 digits.
So,
Dratar.
Inside 30 seconds.
D-R-A-A-T-H-A-A-R. Dratar.
And another one in the next round to be the champion.
Ayakoide. A-Y-A-C-O-H-U-I-T-E. Ayakoide.
Science is when the scientists find out things about space.
I've chosen to cross different parts of the media world, done the work so that I'm qualified to be in each one. I never considered my color the issue. I considered my qualifications the issue.
Well, David, you know, that's a whole nother long conversation about white privilege and things that you have the privilege of doing that people of color don't have the privilege of.
How do I have the privilege of white privilege?
David, by virtue of being a white male, you have white privilege. This whole long conversation, I don't have time to get into it.
Ariva, I hate to break it to
You have to
you,
invite-
but you should have been better prepped. I'm black.
Okay, then.
Rise.
And I'm not going to do it because I shouldn't do this, right, Grandmaster? No. Okay, Grandmaster Bruce Silva here. There's a big demonstration that's coming up next week, Saturday, but for now we have a sneak peek. So we're going to start right over here. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
21.2 pounds.
That's the brick right there.
Right.
Okay. And why the glass?
I'm going to break that concrete slab with that glass without breaking the glass.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. That's incredible. Wait, no, and to be honest, I actually felt these bricks. These are real bricks. I mean, there's no joke. Oh! Wow! Check it out, baby.
Ellen, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, pleasure. I believe that is the issue here. Is that what your group is against?
Of course not. We believe God put us on the earth to enjoy life and enjoy the world he created for us.
But why form a group against something like this?
Thank you for asking me that. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it was very important.
But there are some people who would say, come on, it's just masturbation.
I don't think of it as just masturbation. Frankly, I think of it as a tragedy.
A tragedy? You mean like a tsunami or Rwanda?
Yes, I think it's that serious. Because those events, while certainly tragic, affected only one region of people in the world or another. Well, masturbation is a crime against God and against the person who does it to themselves. Young people all over the world are depriving themselves of the greatest gift that the Lord bestowed upon them at their birth. Their purity and grace in his eyes.
Well, that's very compelling. Let's bring in our next guest, comedian Louis C.K., whom some might describe as an aficionado of masturbation, a man who is well known for being a prolific masturbator, who even brags about it. Is that fair to say, Louis?
Yeah, that's fair.
In fact, you're the only person we could find who would come here to defend masturbation.
Well, I like it. It's easy and it's fun and nobody gets hurt.
Money bags are delicious, but I want to show my take on a classic. Thailand's national dish, pad thai.
Okay, a quick pad thai.
I fry shallots, garlic and chili, with salt and a little bit of sugar.
Colour on the shallots. Half the spring onions.
This is a dish I love cooking at home. I'm using delicious king prawns and adding some extras like chili and tamarind paste.
I'm so excited, I'm going to be cooking for the monks today.
Yes.
Never cooked for monks before.
Me too, you know.
Those prawns smell amazing.
My pad thai is made sweet and sour with fish sauce, salt and sugar.
Turn up the gas. And then tamarind paste.
A beaten egg is cooked in the wok and then added with the noodles and bean sprouts to the sauce.
I hope they're going to be happy with this, you know that?
I think the monk will be happy.
Prawns and fresh coriander finish the pad thai. But what will Chan think of my quick and easy version of this classic?
And then some peanuts around the outside. Happy? Oh, no.
But I have to taste.
Yeah, please, I'd like
Before
to.
you go call pad thai, I have to taste it first. What do you want to know from me? Ask me.
Well, how is it?
Hmm?
Oh, no. Look at that.